Every now and then, I come across games that feel absolutely perfect on mobile, whether it's their touch controls or their gameplay mechanics, and the most recent game I've come across in this category is Forward Escape the Fold. Let's get right into it. Forward Escape the Fold describes itself as a bite-sized roguelike dungeon crawler with cards, and I couldn't describe it better myself. Before delving into dungeons, you're able to choose a character to play as, and each individual character has their own unique power that they can utilize as you're exploring dungeons. For example, the starting character named Edward has Pillar of Fire as his ability, which damages all the enemies that you see on screen at once. Each character also has an inventory which consists of their own unique items that they begin and start every run with, so this impacts your playthrough right from the very get-go. Once you finally enter a dungeon with your chosen character, you start at the bottom of the screen and you can swipe diagonally or directly upwards in order to choose the path of your character through the dungeon. And the dungeon consists of various cards of enemies and also items to help you on your journey. These items can consist of armor to protect you, health to heal you, gold to spend at merchants or markets in order to gain passive bonuses and effects, weaponry to attack every enemy on the screen, as well as mana to charge up your ability for your character so that you can use it. There is also a variety of enemies that you can encounter, and certain enemies have different attack patterns or styles, so some of them will only be able to attack directly downwards or directly diagonal to the right, or maybe all directions, so you have to keep that in mind as you're traversing through these cards. That's not to mention that certain enemies can cause status effects such as poison, which will damage you over time, and then there's also cards that are traps such as poison yet again that can damage you if you have to traverse through them. At the end of every floor, there is a boss for you to defeat, and they usually have a ton of health and they will damage you greatly, so it's important for you to prepare yourself throughout the entire floor of the dungeon by making sure you're armored up as much as possible and saving your abilities for the right moments. The gameplay loop that I just described offers a lot of strategic choices while also not impacting your ability to play the game in bite-sized increments. You're able to swipe your card as fast as you want, and you're usually able to choose your trajectory or your paths pretty quickly, which allows for these really fast and fluid runs that feel so satisfying while also maintaining the depth of the game overall. This is a roguelike, so whenever you die, you have to start completely over with a brand new run, and it will be different every single time. However, there is some consistent progression in the form of unlocks. You can unlock new characters as well as new items to encounter in subsequent runs. You unlock new characters to play as by defeating specific areas while playing a specific character, so you unlock them one at a time in a row. New character powers are also unlocked in a similar way by utilizing them during a run and completing a run. For you completionists out there, there's also a collection that shows everything that you've unlocked in the game thus far, and you can kind of look at each individual item whenever you please. Then there's achievements and high scores. You can also have multiple profiles on one device, which I thought was a really cool addition, especially for those of you who share devices in a family. Forward Escape the Fold was originally released on PC through Steam for $9.99. However, this mobile port is only $1.99 and it's completely premium with no in-app purchases to speak of, which I think makes this the definitive way to play this game. It is so fluid on touchscreen, it feels like it was meant to be on mobile and then ported to other platforms. It's that good. At the end of the day, Forward Escape the Fold is a top-tier roguelike dungeon crawler, and that is a fantastic feat due to the sheer number of roguelike dungeon crawlers on the App Store. It is fluid, it is satisfying, it has bite-sized runs that are perfect for mobile, while also maintaining strategic depth and choices. This mobile port is so good in fact, that it makes the PC port inferior in my opinion. This is a must-buy, and the link to the game is in the description down below. Don't miss out. Alright guys, that was my review for Forward Escape the Fold. Don't forget to leave a like, pop a sub, and comment down below your favorite roguelike dungeon crawler. Like I said previously, there are so many of them, and I'm curious to see what is your favorite. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It means way more than you'll ever know. I love you guys, I hope you guys are staying safe, and take it easy.